Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 42. I'm your host, Grant, along with the usual cohorts, Alex, Cameron, Cooper, and Mayo has returned once again. He is finally back after a month-long hiatus or something like that. Welcome back to the show, Mayo. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
We've got back to a slow week because E3 is almost upon us. I almost said Among Us, and now I'm kind of upset, and I don't want to continue this episode. But we're going to anyway, because we've actually got Among Us news to talk about that you're probably going to not like.
Among Us.
You also might have heard of that already.
Yeah, so E3 is literally this weekend, so batten down the hatches and all that good stuff. We will most likely have multiple episodes for E3, given how much stuff it is and how much we like to go on tangents, so be prepared for...
At least 2 episodes.
Yeah, at least 2 episodes, not related at all to our usual posting time. So just kind of be ready for that next week. We'll probably post about it on our Twitter, even though no one follows us there. You should follow us at All Night Gamers. So yeah, just a little disclaimer there. E3 is coming in hot. So, for that reason, we don't have all that much to talk about this week, but a couple interesting discussion points and a lot of games coming out this month that are pretty interesting to talk about. So, we'll be sure to list those off and some other very stupid news that I just can't wait to talk about. So, hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another episode here. First, Nintendo's conference was announced for the usual time on Tuesday. So the 15th at 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. They usually do theirs around that slot for E3, so not a big shocker. I hate that that's on a Tuesday. I really wish it was on the weekend, but hey, at least I'm working remote, so I'll probably be able to watch it anyway.
Yeah, I assume you will.
Yeah. Lego Builder Journey was announced, which I asked Cameron right before the show. He said, imagine Captain Toad but Legos. Who do you play as?
That's what the commercial shows.
Just
Wait,
a Lego guy? A generic Lego person?
No. You play as the little cylinder bricks? You play as those with a little fake backpack.
Weird.
The Steam page is up if people want to go and take a look at that. From what I can tell, it's like a child Lego man trying to get to their parent figure Lego person. I don't know if I'm explaining that. It's Captain Toad with Legos, guys. Just play it.
Just trust me.
Trust me. It releases June 22nd.
Oh, I didn't realize so they announced it and it's coming out now.
Yeah, it's coming out very, very soon.
Okay, wow. I didn't even have that on the list of game releases I was going to talk about in a second, but I guess we're going to be sure to mention that. Speaking of Lego Con announced for June 26th. Back to Cameron again for some line note here that I really could not understand.
Okay. So, as part of LegoCon, Lego announced that there will be a new reveal for a Star Wars set. And if it's a ship that's announced, then there's a decent chance that it will have an unlock code like a lot of the sets did last year leading into the Skywalker saga which was supposed to have been released in October. Because all of those sets had codes that would unlock them in the game. So, if there's a ship announced... What?
I was gonna say it was 3, and then 2 were minifigs.
I mean, there was still 5 sets that had codes, right?
2 were Christmas.
Oh yeah, one of them was Vader in a sweater.
Point
is, sets had codes as DLC. You had to pay $70 for some of those sets to get DLC.
And since the game got delayed, do you think that the sets that are going to be announced this year will have more DLC?
I think there's a decent chance.
Okay.
Well, look, the good thing is it's a universal code. So only one person has to buy it, and everybody can use the same code. So the code's for last year's set. It's already out there.
Oh, so literally just one person in the whole world gets it and posts the code online, and literally everybody gets it.
Right.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, what an incentive.
Someone has to buy it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, just to reiterate, that's a theory, not confirmed. That is Cameron's working
A
theory.
Lego theory.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
And we've been copyrighted on YouTube.
I don't think he's got a copyright on that.
MatPat, please.
Please sponsor us.
Or just, no, don't. Just don't copyright us.
Just don't copyright us.
So speaking of, never mind. This is not related. There's a bunch of games coming out this month. Actually, no. Speaking of Lego Builder Journey, whatever, because apparently that's coming out in June that I did not know about. So, yeah, there's a lot of games coming out this month that are pretty big, and we thought it important to talk about them. So first off, Lego Builder Journey. So if you like Captain Toad, you should try it out. And if you didn't like Captain Toad, then you're probably not a functioning member of society because everybody likes Captain Toad.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection and Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade both come out on the 10th, so literally the day after this episode drops, which is cool. I almost pre-ordered Intergrade because GameStop has a steelbook, but I was like, no, I'm not paying $70.
For a steelbook.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
That's
wait.
a first.
No, it is not a first, but it's very rare. I'll give you that.
I mean,
it's
you
rare.
can get it.
But
What Intergrade has so much cheaper.
yeah,
get,
that's why
like,
I'm like,
a used copy of Remake, and then it already gets the upscaling, so you just gotta spend the $20 on the new Yuffie story that was made for PS5 exclusively.
Look, you just wait till Black Friday and it'll be like $10 because they're gonna.
Oh,
sell
it didn't get that cheap.
it went.
Well,
Or are
it
you
got-
talking about the PS4?
Yeah, I'm talking about the PS4 copy since
I got you.
they'll be trying to, still have.
Still won't go that cheap.
PS5.
But yeah.
Yeah,
It won't go that
Final
cheap
Fantasy
because nobody
went-
can get it PS5.
I'm pretty sure 7 Remake went to $40 last Black Friday, which was like a pretty low price cut for a PS4 game. Speaking of price cut, the Days of Play are going on right now for PlayStation, and the price cuts are laughable. Like,
Yeah, right?
Cool, 10,
I looked through 'em.
$10 off MLB The Show 21. Wow. There's not even a discount on Returnal. That's like the big PS5 game right now. There's no discount.
The discounts they had earlier this year were way better than that one, and this one's like kind of
Garbage.
bigger named, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe they name it something like the Days of Play sale, and it's just trash.
They're like, we're leading into E3, so people will be looking at games, right? Okay, we'll do a very bad sale.
Yeah. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, speaking of PS5 games, comes out the day after that on Friday the 11th. That one looks really interesting. I'm excited to see what the general person thinks of the PS5 tech in use with the world splitting and things like that. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance comes out on the 22nd, so the Tuesday after E3, which sounds just like what the name entails. It seems like just a video game based on Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Band
It's
together
like
with
multiplayer God of War.
and like I'm all down for that because I love God of War. Hack and slash games are my thing. So band together with friends and fight against vicious monsters in the new co-op action brawler from Dungeons and Dragons. That's what they say on the page. Oh, it's also coming to Game Pass on day one, so I guess I will be playing that. Sick. Otherwise, I probably would have not. And Mario Golf Super Rush is rounding out the month on June 25th, so the last Friday of the month. I wasn't really all that hyped for it when it first got announced, but the more goes on, the more I'm kind of excited for that. I'm just so glad it's not another Mario Tennis. We're finally getting something besides tennis.
I
Look,
prefer
every
baseball though.
Mario sports game is more interesting than Mario Tennis. I'm sorry, it's true.
Yeah.
And
Also-
tennis has the most. It only didn't get like a new game on the Wii.
Yeah, I know. It got a new game on the 3DS. 2 new games on the 3DS if you count Sports Superstars. And then Ultra Smash, and then
It had-
Aces.
And yeah, an Ultra Smash on the Wii U, but the less said about that, the better.
I think Scott the
Not
Wild
the
said everything
console.
we needed to be said about that game.
Yeah, the game. Oh boy.
So yeah, I'm kind of getting more and more hyped for that as the days go by. Also, now that I've started this job and I've like become like
An
I'm
adult.
not middle aged, but I feel like I'm already a middle aged white guy with a middle class
You're an old
job
man, Grant.
because all of a sudden I just kind of got an itching to go golfing, and I haven't
Oh,
gone
no.
I haven't gone golfing in a long time.
If
Uh,
it makes you feel better, we're about to do some mini golfing while we're down in Orlando.
See, that's a different thing. I've always
But
been
that's
a fan of mini golf. I'll mini golf all day, and I'll golf on
I-
Wii Sports also all day. But like actually like getting some clubs and dressing up nice and walking around for like 4 hours just hitting
You become
balls.
an adult.
Yeah, like I feel like Jewel needed some slip resistant shoes for work, so we were out today shopping for those, and one of the places we checked for that was Dick's because I was really close by. And I just walked by Cooper. Shut up. I walked by like the golf club covers, like the socks for the driver clubs, and I was like, "Those look nice. Like I kind of want some of those." And then immediately after that, like, what is going on right now? So yeah,
Are you now
maybe that's
James?
I guess yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm into Mario Golf now because I just kind of have an itch to buy some golf clubs and go get a membership and be an elitist, I guess.
Grant's been poisoned. When you
Man.
got your computer in, what you didn't notice was it seeping golf into your DNA.
Yeah, they sprinkled disease in the box, but instead of anthrax, it was just golf addiction.
I've
Banned from a bunker.
the closest I got to golf was summer PE. They took us out to like a golf course, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna do practice swings. Just shoot for over there." It was awful. I don't see how people can do real golf. I don't.
It's
like
not
it.
hard. I love like Top Golf has always been my thing because it's like
golf
all,
is cool.
it's like the fun parts of golf without all the walking and rich white people.
And sunlight.
And sunlight, and also it's
And they'll bring you alcohol.
well, they'll also bring you alcohol on a golf course. Remember, this is still, we're like,
Yeah,
Why
but it's a longer distance and there's no air conditioning.
yeah, there's no AC, but they will drive up with a refrigerator on a cart. Like, hey, you want 4 Miller Lights? Yeah, I do. Come back in
The
20.
other guy want.
Yeah, I'll be back in 20 minutes because I know you'll be done with those. That's literally how my last golfing session went. I was like, "Why? We could have just stayed at home and got drunk. Like, we didn't have to come and walk. We didn't have to like walk and spend all this money. Why am I wearing a collared shirt right now?"
I do always find the idea of like activities where drinking is common, but it's not the like normal thing. But the drinking clearly messes with your ability to do the thing that you're there to do. So like golf, bowling, like
Darts,
water skiing,
poker.
darts,
Yeah.
poker.
Look, I am
Yeah,
completely
water
fine with
sports.
letting
That one's good
people-
because that one's really good to get. You can get injured very easily. Yeah.
On a nerdier
People
note, D&D or like card games.
people can drink all they want during bowling and poker while I'm playing against them.
Yeah.
It's clearly to your detriment, but it's
No,
also
it's
very
good.
fun.
No, I'm not drinking. They're drinking.
No,
I'm
I'm
winning.
saying for them.
The people I went golfing with that I'm not going to disclose because that feels personal.
Yeah.
Pretty much the reason one of the guys was going is because his wife is not cool with him drinking, so he goes golfing so he can just get plastered drunk and hit a ball around for a couple hours because his wife won't go because she doesn't like golf. So that's the main reason he goes golfing. He bought like probably at least 8 course banquets in the span of 2 hours. just pounding beer. Anyway, what were we talking about? Video games?
Welcome to All Night Golfers.
All Night Golfers. Oh, we should have done that for April Fools. I can't believe we didn't think of that. Anyway, yeah, video games. On to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing and games we bought. And as of late, generally good news about ourselves. Because what is All Night Gamers without a little bloating? Boasting. Bloating? I'm sorry.
Filler.
I'm working.
Filler.
Yeah. Brain work. So, Maya, why don't you go first since you've been absent for so long?
Okay, sure. In that time, interestingly, I've only played a little bit of video games, although I guess that's kind of to be expected. I've been brushing up on my Blood Bowl skills coming up for the new game. I've been doing a lot of Tabletop Simulator to do like card game testing. And that's basically it, like pure video game wise. My interesting thing for today that I've already told you guys about is on a whim, I don't know what, subliminal messaging was on YouTube or something today, but I just got the itching for like, you know what, I want to drive recklessly on Grand Theft Auto. And I also wanted to see, because I heard that they did like a purge of hackers a while ago, and like people who benefited from hackers. And while I did not hack, that 143 million didn't show up out of, thin air. Or it did for someone, but you know what I mean. But apparently, in the, 2.5 years that I haven't played GTA at all, Rockstar has put this weird thing where to play the game I own, that I could play normally, I have to re-verify my email, and they won't send me the email to verify it. I asked them for it 3 hours ago. It's not happened.
Well, it is
actually
Rockstar.
more than 3 hours, like 4 hours or something. And I go to search this online, and there's stuff from 2 years ago unanswered on their support site of people having the same issue. But that's not their actual support site, because their actual support site you have to verify your email to get into and to ask stuff on. So it's these random, person in the middle of the void being like, can I get my verification email, please? And no one saying anything from almost before I was in college. And it's bad. So I'm waiting on that. Apparently there's also a limit on how many verification emails you can request a day. So I don't know if I've hit that.
I want to be so verified. Dude, verify the hell out of me, man. Give me 12 verification emails. I want to be so verified.
Confirm me.
But the problem is, GTA is a big game. It took 3 hours to download over Ethernet already. So having to do this on top of it, it's like,
well, hey, if you just want a reckless driving game, you should get Forza 4.
Well, I have what's it called? Because I don't have it downloaded. I mean, I could drive recklessly on Euro Truck Sim, but
Didn't
that
you
just feels
drive
wrong.
recklessly in regular GTA 5, not the
You could
online
drive
one?
recklessly in real life.
cannot launch the game. It's not just online.
Okay.
It's just I go to launch it, and it's like, oh, we have to launch it through Rockstar Social Club. You haven't verified your email. You cannot continue.
Oh my god.
But I do have Project Cars 2, so I guess I could drive recklessly on there. But I don't have it downloaded.
Just
so
get
that'd be a little
Burnout.
annoying. Ah.
I don't know. Burnout and Need for Speed aren't great for recklessly driving. They're for racing.
But besides that, video game wise, that's about it. I've been doing a lot of the Digimon card game, a lot of Warhammer. and some D&D stuff. Just mainly been doing tabletop stuff, and it's hard to focus on a lot with all the job stuff happening right now. So,
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah.
so long since Mayo been gone. Mayo got a thing,
Job
an
offer.
offer in DC. So congratulations, Mayo, officially
yeah,
on the show.
multiple people I know think I'm gonna join the swamp now. It's great.
Well,
Well,
I
are
mean,
you?
I already knew you were joining the swamp as soon as you got that first job.
Well, at least I'm not in the swamp that like kills people directly anymore. If I take this,
Now I'm in that swamp. That's me now.
yeah, have fun. Have fun making big
Bombs.
M80s. um,
I'm hoping to just make radios.
well, that's good. But so when I left my internship on the last day, one of the guys that I worked with that I already very different politically for me, but he and I really like rarely talked about it, so it was fine. But he hadn't heard what the job was for, and I was like, "Oh, it's DC. It's Department of Labor." And he was like, "When you get up there, tell him I still haven't gotten my explicitive stimulus check." And he paused for a second and like spaces out, and he's like, "And I paid my mother explicitive taxes." And I just turned around. And it's like, okay, should I tell him that that's IRS, not Department of Labor? I'm not working for the Treasury. I'm sorry.
No, you should not. I hope you didn't.
I didn't.
Good.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not worth it.
No, you just
But-
hear someone's working at DC, like, hey, insert tax joke here.
Yeah. Well, I
Damn
think you might have been
liberals, quote.
confused because it's like an auditor thing, and I didn't even think about like, oh, auditors exist for stuff that's not directly financial. But I've already, come to terms with the fact that people aren't going to like me.
Yeah, I
So-
already barely stand you. I mean, really.
Thanks. Yeah, this isn't going to help my case. Hello, my job is to come in here, ask you a bunch of invasive questions, and figure out how you're doing bad, and then tell you in a lot of words in a report that gets sent to your boss, not to you. Sorry.
Dang, that's rude.
And it's not even like you're doing bad, like maliciously. One of the things is if people are being wasteful, I have to keep track of it.
Oh, so yeah, you're really going to be
Yeah.
one of those workers that nobody
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah.
Man, that's a
You're-
bad
dude, you're gonna
first
be a
game right
narc.
there.
I was right
Yeah,
all
that
along,
job.
bro. I was right all along.
Mayo, give me one of those jobs. Everyone already called me a narc.
I have not thought about that yet. Yeah, I'm
That
going to
is
get paid to
so-
be a narc.
That is so funny, dude.
Dude. Give me one of those jobs.
That's
Yeah.
that job where if you do it right, everyone hates you, and if you do it wrong, then it's completely useless. And why do you have this job?
Well, then the people on my team would hate me. But like that, I should have thought about that more going into it. Like I know that people don't like auditors, but I was like, this is weird. In this job process, usually you would interact with like people in charge of larger scale departments rather than just the small team that you're working on. I have a feeling it's just because no one else wants to talk to prospective auditors. Just like screw it, have them talk with each other. We don't want any more.
Look, if they think they're not going to see anybody, maybe they'll just not come back for another interview.
So yeah, I haven't been playing as many video games because my
Because
time is
narcs don't play video games.
yeah, narcs aren't gamers. That's yeah, and then because the time that I do have gets occupied with children's cardboard and non-children's
It's either
plastic soldiers.
look, it's either children's cardboard or it's children's discs. So
That you true. You're
or
right.
children's downloads, I guess these days. Got to stay with the times.
Yeah.
Well, all right then, Cameron.
Okay, so I actually got a game this week. I got Cooper, how do you pronounce it?
I have no idea.
You've seen videos on it. I have no
What
clue.
is it? The game you bought today?
Yeah. So
Of the pretty girl. Oh my god! Put it on your webcam again. Let me see it.
yeah.
Turns out it's pronounced just It's Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I
Altair.
wish
Riza.
Is it? How's it French and
Atel-
Japanese at the same
for
time?
Ryza 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
one of
like
those-
something Cooper would simp for. So yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's
Yeah,
definitely something Cooper
exactly.
would send for.
You'll see it on Twitter in a bit.
It's the the original is like $80 for the Switch version.
No, it's like $670 now. Whatever, 73. That's what it says on Amazon.
It's significantly more than it should be for being an old game,
Not if it's rare.
and it is. So I got the sequel because that one's also rare because the original is rare. Let's see, what have I played this week? I have played some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart DS on the Wii U.
Mario Kart DS on the DS.
No, I played it on the Wii U.
It's just in.
Wait,
You can play games on the Wii U.
what did I give him?
I thought you can just
What's
make
a Wii-
yourself
wait,
cry.
What's a Wii U?
That's the Wii U, man. I
All right, enough Wii jokes. That's fine. We got like what,
let's see.
5?
I've been playing Persona 3 Fez.
Or no, we have 6. Because the
There's-
Wii U itself is a joke.
Hey, zing! All right, sorry, Cameron.
Continue.
Actually been making some progress, which is kind of surprising, just because I did not really have a lot of time this week for games. I was really exhausted, like every day coming home, Lagrange. So I did not get a lot of gaming done outside of Persona 3. I only got I played Mario Kart either when others were playing it or when I had an hour earlier before the podcast. And I played some Apex, trying to get in as much of that as I can before I go. How painful do you guys think it would be for me to remote on my laptop
Stop.
to my desktop
Stop.
and play Apex?
It would be worse than it would be playing on Switch, and that's saying something.
What if I just
if it
played
makes
it on
you
my
look, if
laptop?
it makes you feel better, I still haven't deleted Apex on my Switch. I will play with you on the Switch as long as we're playing exclusively on Switch. I'll
Switch
do it.
exclusive, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I'll
yes.
do it.
I'm not trying to fight PC people on
no.
Switch. No, that sounds.
I'd rather
awful.
throw my Switch out the window.
Yeah, no, that was not a great experience last time. I need to get Rocket League connected to my EA account, so I get all that stuff. Because I should have that. Wait, no. No, yeah, it's free. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. Alex, you can't just give him Narc.
What?
Oh my God, we just gave Mayo the narc roll in the chat.
Fine. Fine. Whatever.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, one of my roles is being fat and stupid, man. So
You gave yourself that role.
Can,
Fine, I'll change it to government narc.
can I also have a 70K salary roll while we're at it?
Fine.
If we're
hey,
gonna
that
do
means I get that
Bro,
too.
Yeah, that means
Okay.
Greg gets that. You out here making money.
Yeah, sorry to flex
Making
on
money
the
for
show.
narking. What I always dreamed of.
So yeah, speaking of accomplishments, Cameron moves off to Orlando this weekend during E3, so that's going to be
During
really
E3,
fun to do.
I really thought that ahead.
So yeah. Well,
And
oh, you keep going.
yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, Cooper, I saw you booting up Apex Legends during the podcast. I saw that.
You just pulled it down.
What? Like it's not going to say
just
you're not
went,
playing it anymore?
Minimize.
Bro, high school habit. Bro, you know, one time my history teacher in junior high knew I was playing video games because both of my hands were on the keyboard. One of them was on WASD and the other was on the mouse. He couldn't see my screen at all. He's like, "I know you're playing games. I can see your hands." I was like, "God damn it." Anyway,
No, sir.
On a tangent though, Philip and I got caught playing. What was the real-time strategy game that everyone was playing?
Everyone was-
StarCraft. We got caught playing StarCraft 2. We were in math one day and we'd both finished. And you know how the teachers used to be able to just shut down whatever you were doing on your computer?
yeah, what was
Make it
that
break
app? Dino?
Yeah, whatever. And the ice crap that just broke the laptops completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she did. She just shut our computers basically down. Yeah, you know, that's how to work those. They work real
Anyway.
well with that. Shut
Cooper,
up
quit
remotely.
playing Apex, and tell us what you've been playing.
I just headshot a dummy. All right.
Man's out here
You're
playing
the dummy.
training.
I have 90% accuracy on firing range.
Let's see. What have I been playing? I've played a lot of Apex. I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah, shocker,
I know.
big shock there.
I haven't been playing a lot. I don't really think. I've been sleeping a lot. That's been nice. I've been sleeping in all day.
Must be nice.
recently. I know.
Can't be me.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Apex too. So that's
Oh,
pretty
really? I didn't know.
crazy.
I love how you said the same thing again, so we made the same joke again. Even more applause.
Yeah, I haven't been playing a lot.
Are you still playing right now while telling us? I can see you in the webcam, bro.
He's not even playing a real match, though.
He can't fire at a
Yeah, but
stagnant target and talk at the same time, guys. Cut him some slack.
Oh.
Oh, headshot.
Oh my god. Alex, go ahead.
Okay, that's about it though, yeah.
This week I played Layton's Mysterious Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. I played more Apex than I ever have.
So, 3 matches.
Yeah, sure, why not? I literally, for a lot of them, because I was doing the things, I went from level 0 on the Fire Pass to like level 12.
Fire pass.
Sure. I don't play Apex. Where was I?
You do now.
I guess so now. Yeah. In Apex, I will look for if it's on the map, Fight Club. That's where I go. I'll just hang out there.
Olympus.
Olympus, yeah.
I
Dude,
like
they're
just
gonna
going
have
to
a big
Fight
map.
Club.
By the time that I can play properly again.
I like going to Fight Club and fighting anyone who shows up.
Gives
Just
you more of a
punching them
yeah.
to death.
Probably gives you more of a shot than using weapons.
Exactly. Although I can kill people with the guns pretty well. I've gotten. I think. I don't know where I would have picked it up though, because I don't play a lot of PC games. All the shooters I play are on consoles outside of that one, and I guess PUBG on my laptop several years ago. I played a couple rounds of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I played The World Ends With You Final Mix, where I beat the secret boss, which was very hard, and I finally got all the secret reports, because that was realistically the last thing that was standing in my way to do it.
Very nice.
And Cameron and I built the
Lego
Daily
sets,
Bugle Lego set.
Oh, you guys bought one of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Cameron snapped me a video of it completed. It looked pretty good.
Such a good
Yeah.
set.
It's 3
Yeah.
feet tall.
It's in Collector's Corner if you want to see it.
Oh boy, do I?
We also finished the Disney train station, which I bought the last time Alex and I took a trip with Grant, which was a year and a half ago. So, 3 days versus a year and a half. We're doing it well.
Alex mentioned Mario Kart 8 and it got me thinking. Pretty sure my mental health has gotten so much better now that I never play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe again.
Since you finished it.
I beat 200cc and I have not touched the game since.
I'll race you on online. We won't do 200cc. I don't like it, but we can.
I tried it some more a few days ago, and like,
200cc is awful to
Well,
try.
only have like
designed, but I
3
hate it.
left. Like,
It's not well designed though. That's the problem.
Yes, it is. You just
No,
gotta
it's
learn how to
not.
brake on
Yeah,
all
just
the old maps.
use the fucking brake. It's not that hard. The problem is the fucking AI is a bunch of cocks.
Yeah, they're like, let's turn it on hard and 200. Good luck. No, stop.
Yeah, the amount of times I have. Oh, I'll tell you what it freaking is. It's N64 Rainbow Road, that garbage level in 200cc.
Oh, I love that stage. It's literally on 200.
No. You play 200cc. That is the worst.
Yeah, I can see
Worst. All the Rainbow Roads are trash, 200cc, but N64 Rainbow Road, it took me literally a year to beat it. And I wasn't trying every day because I needed multiple days to cool down. Usually after losing half a dozen times, it made me so upset. All because of freaking blue shells all the time.
I'm gonna pull mine out and see which cups I have remaining, because I know it's like only 3 or 4 or something, but I'm curious.
It's so frustrating.
Oh, watch my Switch be dead.
My
Switch is dead.
I'm so glad I don't play Mario Kart 8 anymore. I had my fill of that.
But now that you finished 8, we can get 9, right? 'Cause
Hopefully.
you did it. But they were waiting on you.
Well, if that was true, we would have gotten some 2 years ago.
No, they were waiting on you to do 200.
Because I'm pretty sure I finished it in 2019. Because it was definitely when Mayo was still living in the apartment with me. Because we were both playing Mario Kart 8 a lot, being very upset at it. I remember that.
I remember sitting in the same room and just like no words were being exchanged. Just occasionally from one side of the room, like,
God damn it. Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, essentially on 200, you've got to be like, all right, I'm going to be in first run. All right, whichever one of us is on first, so you've got to stay the rest of the races. I'll help you by staying second and third.
Yeah, that is helpful if you have 3 people to play. Not everyone has that option though.
No.
But it's still hard doing it that way. Because you're like, you can't lose.
Yeah, but it balances it down to only 2 AI per person.
So, oh yeah, me. Lots of gaming. Let's see. Lots of Resident Evil 8. That game is now I enjoy it more than Resident Evil 7, I think. Alex, are you still where you were?
I will go back. I'm trying to beat Leighton game that Cameron's going to take.
Well, I'm not rushing you, bro. I'm not grading you on your efficiency.
So yeah, I haven't moved.
Okay. Well, then I won't. I didn't want to discuss anything. But yeah, it's the difficulty has become what it's like in RE7 for most of the game, and the reason I think it makes it better for that reason is because that instead of just being super hard the entire time, it's easy at first and it gets more difficult, so like the stress builds instead of just constantly being stressed, because you kind of get used to it if it's a certain difficulty the entire time. But if it ramps up like that, like the stress level is always there.
That's what I've heard about 8. That like unlike 7, where it's like really intense at the beginning of the game, and then it's just kind of the same throughout the rest. 8's like, you did it. Let's take a break. Okay, let's ramp it back up.
Yeah, and they keep going harder and harder, because like now I'm close to the end game. I think I'm not at the final boss or anything, but I'm very close to it. And This part is the first time all game that I've had to really struggle with like ammo, because like the entire game I usually have like 70 light or like light ammo, lol, handgun ammo, like 15 shotgun shells, another 15 sniper rounds, like a good handful of grenade launcher stuff, whatever. And now I'm like struggling to keep a clip full a lot of the time. Um, so I've
Dang,
noticed that because
scares me.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like they ramp up the difficulty and keep the stress high by doing that. Because I got so comfortable with always having ammo that now that I actually really have to struggle with it, it's intense. But it's also really good. The story is whack. There's a lot of like M Night Shyamalan moments, plot twists, but it all makes sense and it's really cool and exciting. And I'm kind of pumped right now to keep playing it. Apex, Forza Horizon 4, which I forgot how good it was, and it's so much better with on the Xbox with a fast SSD, because loading times on Forza 4 normally are terrible, and it's just so much better. So I've been playing a lot of that on the Xbox, and shocker, I bought Stardew Valley again for the Xbox. I'm just gonna get that. Just gonna
No,
get that out of the way.
everybody's
Yeah, shocker, big shocker.
Oh no.
Grant.
Like Willy
You're
Wonka.
Scott.
No, stop.
No,
Don't.
stop. He's Scott. This is my collection of Madden. As Grant's like, this is my collection of Stardew Valley.
Really,
Yeah,
I
but it
almost
doesn't
thought
work
about
as
getting
well.
I almost thought about ordering the physical version, and I was like, no.
I'm too impatient for that.
Well,
It's
not that I was
It'd be
impatient.
funny.
It was not that I was impatient. It was like, I'm only gonna realistically play this for not that long, and when I do, I'm gonna want to play. I don't want to get up and put the disc in. It's like infuriating. I'll do it. I got the physical edition with the Switch because it came with a whole lot of crap. But I just don't want another Xbox One disc. If there's one system I'm okay with being mostly digital on, it's the Xbox. So I just got it. I was like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Also, Banjo Kazooie. I've been playing a good bit of that on the Xbox for some weird reason. Halo Master Chief Collection. Twilight Princess. I finished Snow Peak Ruins finally. I really slacked off on that game. I need to finish it. So yeah, and what was I playing on my Switch recently? Oh yeah, Stardew Valley, in bed. And things that aren't games, I got. I ordered Chibi Robo for a price that we've already talked about before the show, and I'm not going to say on the show because it's almost embarrassing. But I ordered
It is embarrassing.
Yeah, I ordered it. Also, Battle for Bikini Bottom on GameCube. Ordered that. And a manual for F-Zero GX that I've been looking for forever. That's a real collector thing to buy, just a random manual online. Also, I got some shelving because I'm an adult, so I can store things properly. And I'm getting a media center in. Hopefully, by the time this episode comes out, I'll have a new media center. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Of course, there's the usual. I think I also played like 2 matches of Mario Kart 7. Don't ask.
The best time of Mario Kart 7 was on the band trips. Just 12 people racing.
Yeah. So, on to tidbits. Cooper, you have the floor for Faye. Or your notes say Apex this week, so I don't know.
I'll scroll up a little.
Oh, there's your Faye notes. Okay.
Yeah. So we got the Book 5 midpoint banner. It's pretty cool. We got a lot of Echo units, including Paula, Zeke, and Lufier. I don't know, people got weird names. And then we got Not as our mythic for the banner from Heroes. Battle Revivals are out, and I got a Shannon for free. Always good things. Free. I forget what he has. Good stuff though. And then version 5.6.0 has I can't type English, so it's out and it's updated a lot of modes such as Pawns of Loki and Aether Raids. And Resplendent Nino is currently out until June 9th, and so she will be replaced by Resplendent Crom on June 9th. Very cool.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of, I thought of something with Chippy Robo. I'd been wanting to track Paper Mario Thousand Year Door prices ever since I bought it because of pandemic stuff to see, because that's like my most recently bought GameCube game. I think I got it for like 75 or something. And I just now looked and well over 100. So we are still on the upkeep. Average price is about $110. 120 for non-player's choice.
For what?
Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
So it's up like $25-$30 from when I bought it. Interesting. Anyway, just a random thing. Back to the show. Okay, here's the stupid news. It's stupid news time. Logan Paul wore a $150,000 Charizard Pokemon card on a chain before the fight last night between him and Floyd Mayweather. Which I saw a lot of memes about that. Apparently the only winners of that fight were the people who didn't pay. So consider us a group of winners here. People that didn't watch the fight. So go us. Yeah, we're a bunch of winners. So yeah.
That has always been true.
Like there weren't even knockouts. Like it was just boring. A lot of hugging going on. I'm sure if you're even remotely on the internet, you've seen memes about it already. I'm sure.
From the small amount of stuff I know about boxing, apparently that's how a lot of Mayweather fights go because he wins on points like 90% of the time, and he's really good at it. But it's not knockouts. It just drags on.
Wait, he won on points?
There are knockouts, but boxing is judged on points if there are no knockouts.
Yeah, and he's really good at dragging it out where there's not.
Yeah, he can just take a lot of hits.
But that's how he won, right?
I don't think Mayweather won. I think they consider it a Logan win. But everyone's so upset with the fight that no one really cares. My only source to know that Logan Paul won is that Jake Paul tweeted 50-1. My brother just beat Floyd Mayweather. So, I mean, obviously take that with a giant mountain of salt because it's Jake Paul. Let me see if I can Google it here. Paul versus Mayweather results. A grim, disappointing affair with no winners.
No, we're winners.
Oh, they tie.
We're winners.
Because we didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
They can tie. That might be what happened.
Logan Paul entered the ring 30 pounds bigger and a 6-inch reach advantage.
He also had a Charizard around his neck. You want me to start ranting about that? Because I will.
It's just going to cause more issues with the card.
Imagine being the guy that sold him that $150,000 card.
I'm going to use a piece of children's cardboard as ice. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Ice.
They put it in an acrylic brick to maintain the value. Guess that means I can do UFC in it. Yuck, yuck.
So, the scorecard says Mayweather won, but that's because Mayweather got 10 out of 10, 7 out of 8 times, and Paul only got 10 out of 10 one time. But it basically looks like Mayweather got all 10s except for one time when he got 9, and Paul's opposite. He got all 9s except for the one time he got 10. And I guess they just didn't want to give both of them 10. It's so a victory for Floyd if you bothered to score the fight, but a moral victory for Paul, surviving all 8 rounds with an all-time great. So basically, like the end of Cars, where the green, whatever the Kachiga guy is, won, but Lightning is the
You
moral
mean
winner.
Chick Hicks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kachiga. That's what he says.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I just call him Kachiga guy because everybody knows when you say Kachiga, they're like, oh yeah, that asshole. So he was the scorecard winner, but Lightning was the moral winner. That's what it sounds like. Not that Logan Paul is anywhere as cool as Lightning McQueen. Just to note that. All right, Alex, what were you saying?
That apparently Matt Pet's pretty close with his theory 3 months ago of how he thought the fight would go.
Oh, really?
That's what the comments are saying.
I guess I'll have to go watch that video then and see now.
Hey, my Switch charged.
All right, more stupid news. I'm gonna read this line verbatim as I wrote it because it sounds funny. A Moga Snuggie from Mick D's BTS meal sells for almost $100,000. Now, I'm sure you're saying, Grant, what the fuck did you just say to me right now? You should be in a mental hospital. Well, you're probably right. Yeah, so a chicken nugget from a McDonald's currently happening BTS meal, which if you buy one of those,
Dead to me.
go away. Yeah, I don't want you listening to this show.
I don't know what a BTS meal is.
So okay, you know how
Alex,
McDonald's
that
has
boy
been doing like they did like the Travis Scott meal and the other guy meal that no one knows.
No, but okay.
Yeah,
Alex is very
Sprite with
alive.
extra ice, straight up. You don't know me, dude. You're like an old guy. Okay, so McDonald's has been doing theme meals against musicians recently, and they started. The big one
Okay.
was Travis Scott. You get the Travis Scott meal, and basically it's just what Travis Scott says he gets at a McDonald's. He gets like a double quarter pounder with bacon and some fries, and he gets barbecue sauce for the fries or whatever. That's his thing. And there's some other musician that nobody cares about. He did one, and now there's BTS, and BTS is K-pop. And God, don't say anything about K-pop or we're gonna get shut down. Anyway.
Anything about K-pop?
Yeah, shut up. That's already too much. You said something. Shut up. So McDonald's is doing a meal for BTS, which is total BS because it's just a 10-piece McNugget meal, which you can already get. It's like no like
Cheaper.
There's no connection. Like yeah, okay, the girls in or the people in BTS, I don't know their genders.
Oh,
like
you
McNuggets.
already
Yeah,
set it
yeah.
off. You just did it.
We're
Oh
dead.
no.
Look, no
Well,
more,
okay,
no more
look.
talking about them.
The point is that sure, I'm sure they enjoy a chicken nugget. You know who else enjoys chicken nuggets? Literally everybody. You know, everybody likes chicken nugget. Okay.
All night gamers, McDonald's meal. Let's go.
Well,
so-
you know what else everyone likes and hasn't died as a meme or game yet?
hating K-pop.
Among Us?
Amogus.
Yeah, Among Us.
Among Us.
I'm a goose.
Oh my god.
I'm a goose.
Amogus. Sugoma. Sugoma Nuggies. I'm sorry. So yeah, there's a BTS meal at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece McNugget meal. Nothing special. Someone got a nugget in one of those meals that looks like a Mogus. And it's sold on eBay at auction for literally almost $100K. It's literally a nugget with feet. With like stubby legs.
I love that, the food shaped like pop culture thing is a very modern thing from what I know. But like in the 2000s, it was like, oh, my Cheeto looks like Darth Vader, or oh, my toast got burned in a way that looks like Jesus. But we've progressed so quickly from, religious icon or
to a
most
Mogus.
iconic villain to 1 foot tall astronaut.
A Mogus.
Too sus.
We literally and no, the best part about it is there's no confirmation that it was from a BTS meal. It's just a 10-piece McNuggets. He could have just gotten a 10-piece McNuggets.
It could have been they got.
But it makes a
He could have been
better
a 4-piece
story.
McNuggies.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, just start selling those Dino Nuggets that Tyson sells.
And cut the head off so it looks like a Mogus. You could make 1 million Amogus Nuggies.
Interestingly,
No.
I don't know why I know this about Chicken McNuggets. I think it's from like I don't know, Babish or something, but they have only like 5 shapes that they can come in or something, and they have names, and it's because of how they're molded, and because it's like industrial fast food, they always look the same. So I understand the value of, look, a hole in their supply chain, design process, whatever. But oh my god, why did it have to be Among Us and a BTS meal?
It made
Why does it have to be
100,000
that?
because it's Among Us, not because they messed up the
Bro.
supply chain.
How many people have gone to McDonald's asking for a 10-piece Amogus? Can I
Since
get
then-
Can I get BTS Amogus?
How
So
much are you willing to offer me to drive to the McDonald's near my house and do it right now?
This is like
$1.
Look, this is like
That's not good
Degen-
enough.
This is like Degen Szechuan sauce.
Okay.
And Szechuan sauce was already Degen, so this is like double Degen.
So I
God,
went to
that's-
eBay, right? There are 359 results for Among Us Nugget.
Well,
I
wait
kid
until
you
someone
not.
finds something actually like quantifiably valuable that looks like a meme. Like, oh, I found this silver nugget in the shape of Rick Astley's face. You know?
It wouldn't sell for as much.
I want you guys to
sadly.
go look at the picture I just posted. That's under one of the listings.
That doesn't even have legs. It's just a square.
It's just a square.
Yeah, at least with the nugget, because I posted a picture of what they were selling. I see it. This looks like the little
This
astronaut
looks like
kid.
Amogus.
Right?
We're
dude,
debating if it
this
looks
is
like him.
so-
I think we're
you literally-
debating if humanity has failed.
We can't.
It
avoid
has,
this. First,
okay, but-
first it was spacesuits, and then it was short things, and then it was ovals on red objects, and then it was just ovals, and now we're just to squares. Like any shape, anything is Amogus. If it's like even vaguely ovular or rectangular in shape, it's Amogus. I want all of it. I'll take all your stock. $100,000.
Look at this one that sold for 10,000. None of those look like the one that sold for 100,000.
It's sold?
10,000.
Yeah.
There's a bid.
No,
Okay.
no, this says sold, guys. Look,
Oh, it's sold
sold June
for
4th.
3.
10,000.
Oh my BTS meal chicken nugget. I guess I gotta go get a BTS meal now.
What's in it? Like,
Chicken nuggets.
Oh,
But, like,
Among
is
Us
that
chicken
it?
nuggets, apparently.
No,
I-
like literally
I found
the
the
10-piece nugget meal that you can always get. That's on the menu. That's like one of the things is a 10-piece.
oh, they
nugget
just
meal.
renamed it.
No, you can still get a 10-piece nugget meal. You're not understanding. There's the
Why are
10-piece
there-
nugget meal and their BTS meal.
What?
And the BTS meal is just the 10-piece meal except bad.
What is this?
Except it's associated with K-pop. It
Okay,
it
so
tastes
is
like
this
cats. I
the
don't
meal,
know.
Cooper? Is this the BTS meal?
That's the BTS.
Yeah, you get purple container.
So you get 20 nuggets.
No, that's
Oh.
2 BTS meals.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
has different sauces. It is the Szechuan thing.
you know, I'm getting the craving to go to McDonald's and try to pay off my student loans.
I'm trying to look for an Amogus
Nugget. These photos you guys are posting.
we fast forward a year, and then Logan Paul has an Amogus nugget around his neck
And it's
in a
mo-
boxing match.
And it looks the exact same because McDonald's food is fake and doesn't spoil.
Well, and it's driven up the price of fast food, like he did with trading cards.
People are scalping fast food.
Dude, imagine
There's-
scalping a
Wrap
chicken
and wrap
nugget.
They are though.
I sincerely hope I am wrong with that prediction, but honestly, like,
There's a decent chance.
No, when he falls, his popularity is going to fall later this year just slightly, and he'll do it then.
Guys,
I'm
there was a nugget that sold today for $461.
I want that
Ew.
kind of disposable income.
What is this?
you
To
can't
waste
pay off your
on a
student
nugget.
loans with that one, but like you can subsidize your
You
gaming
could buy
addiction
a
for a few weeks.
That's true.
PS5, Cameron.
That's true.
I'm sorry. What
I
is?
can't think of anything more outlandish to scalp than a chicken nugget. Like, I'm trying so
An
hard.
idiot will soon be departed with their money, though, Grant.
Like,
I believe the phrase
Chicken
is, "A
nugget.
fool
like
and his money will
what
be."
is something
Nope.
more something that like expires quickly than a chicken nugget?
Milk.
Guys,
McDonald's burgers.
Amogus milk?
look at this. Look at $350, and it's just burnt. It's just a burnt chicken nugget.
It's an oval on a rectangle. $350. Bro, how many bids are on there? 12 bids?
12?
Imagine,
12?
imagine getting in a bidding war over a burnt chicken nugget because it looks like a mogus. Did this
My
guy,
prediction will be correct.
Your prediction will be
The
correct.
first photo you posted, did someone draw on nuggets with Sharpie? Is that like expo marker?
I don't know. They might have just been drawing circles on it to be like,
yeah,
this
new
is Among
strat.
Us.
Buy,
No, it's not.
get the chicken nuggets. You get the ones that are mostly circular, and you just draw a mogus on it.
Welcome
That's
to the
what they
All Nugget Gamers podcast.
Welcome to the Amogus
Quit
Nugget
giving
Gus
away my
podcast.
business ideas.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of podcasts, we're in a podcast right now.
We are in a
No, we're
podcast.
not.
It just kind of has to
Look,
turn
the
into
point
a
in the
rant
story-
every now and
The point in
then.
the story is, please,
Don't
we
waste your
get-
money
look,
like this.
We get
Invest
it.
in Amogus. Do it.
If you're gonna
Don't
waste
listen
your
to the
money, can
talking
I
head on
have
the
it?
screen.
Look, everyone's trying, to get the economy better. Like we're coming out of a pandemic, and it's a rough time, and we're all just trying to stimulate the economy so that everybody does a little better.
Please don't simulate
But
the
this
economy
is probably
by
the
buying
worst
Among
way.
Us.
I would rather you buy weapons. I don't like the silence that came after that. Anyway, we're moving on. A new game called Wonderlands leaked to be revealed this week because Summer Game Fest is also happening with E3, so we'll probably be talking about that too. And that kicks off on Thursday. And so a new game leaked to be revealed on Thursday called Wonderlands, which is from Gearbox. So the Borderlands developers are going to be a spinoff
Nice.
of Borderlands.
Ooh.
Also, that's getting a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Borderlands movies had a bunch of info come out. Jack Black's playing Claptrap.
That's awesome.
I remember that. We might have talked about that on the podcast.
But then they posted the announcement on like the official movie Instagram, and all of the character snapshots are like a silhouette of them on some stairs, and all of the comments on the Claptrap one were like, "Guys, he has wheels. He can't be up there. Like this is a plot point in
Bro,
one of the
if Jack
games that he
Black is
can't go upstairs."
If Jack Black is behind it, anything can happen. Jack Black posted a video on his Instagram where he's like, "It's 6 a.m. I do this every day. I wake up, I get corn on the cob, and I get in my jacuzzi." And then he proceeds to get in his jacuzzi and eat corn on the cob. Bro, Jack Black can do anything.
I
Except
hope it's a
break
good video
floor.
game movie. I do really care about the Borderlands franchise. I hope it doesn't suck.
Do you want at least Sonic quality?
I never saw Sonic. I want to, but I just never got around.
What about
It's on
Detective
Hulu
Pikachu?
right
Did you
now.
see Detective Pikachu?
I did see Detective Pikachu. If it's that level, I will be totally fine with it. I loved that movie.
Okay.
Grant, you're setting his expectations too high.
The fan service in that film was totally cool by my book. Like,
I just
Cooper's-
want
I'm
either
sure, I'm
a
sure it'll be
second.
fine.
while we
I'm sure
play-
it'll be fine.
Okay. God, that Among Us
Um,
rant really throws off.
Yeah,
For real.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we devoted 15 minutes of the show to Amogus.
it's pretty sus of us in GL.
Stop,
There's
please.
so much
My
money
life is
for it,
pain.
though.
Existence is pain.
Why do people
made me
spend like
crash
almost
into a chain jump.
$3,000? $300,000 on this.
Dude, I'm champion squad, baby.
I just lost a race for that joke.
I'm solo champion squad.
My brother, I saw him this past weekend, and he told me he listened to the podcast, and I was like, "Why?"
Oh no.
And
Sorry,
then
man.
I ended up mentioning
Your brother's got good taste.
I mentioned Among Us to him, and I was like, "I'm not going to explain it because it's more complicated than PewDiePie."
So yeah, he was like, I don't want to hear about it. So I really hope he listens this far and hears us to rant about Among Us. 15 minutes. Because if he doesn't even, I just said Among Us. He doesn't even know what Among Us is or BTS, or like the whole oval thing. Yeah. Anyway,
We've explained most of it.
no,
crap.
dude, we could go for 3 hours explaining the concept of why Among Us is a meme.
This is deep lore. Like,
yeah.
this
is very-
unfortunately, this will be in a textbook in 60 years.
We will be in a
Harvey.
textbook. Let's go.
Like
I
in
hope we get paid.
anthropology or sociology.
Okay, as long as we get paid.
Oh, not us. I just mean Among Us.
Okay, how do I get to be the one that writes that article to get paid?
You make a textbook that looks like Among Us.
Big brain.
Hate it. Hate it
Alright,
so
I got
much.
it.
I'm boiling right now. I hate
Step
it so much.
1.
The class will be called Sociology.
I hate that.
Hopefully, I'm
gonna
dead by the
put
time
you
that
all
happens.
as executive producers on my textbook. That looks like the little crewmate.
So, what does that make you the imposter?
Sure.
Mm.
Alex is sussy.
Yeah, that's very sus.
I don't like that.
I don't like this whole conversation right now. This really makes me want to gouge my eyes out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep it going. I just had to vent.
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah. So Terraria is 10 years old this year. We're like a month late on that announcement. Not quite, but like at least 3 weeks.
Did we bring it up during then?
I don't
No.
think so, but we.
We can
Oh
play
no,
with-
we
what-
brought. Hold on, I know when we brought it up because I was like, I knew that. We brought it up in January when I gave you a list of every event that was
Yeah.
happening this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say like with all the anniversaries this year, we've kind of some have gotten lost in the fray. So happy late 10-year anniversary to Terraria. Switch Pro rumors didn't work out. That was disappointing. We're all so ready for it, and after it came and went and nothing happened, all the news outlets were like, "Well, maybe it makes sense that they're not doing it right now because the Switch
No,
is-
they all wait. Don't blame us. Nintendo changed their mind.
Well,
Yeah,
I remember
it's
I read one
Nintendo's
article that
fault.
was like we're all pretty sure it's just because of this hype. Like, there's like a cavity that needs to be filled with hype, and people wanted it to be that.
Look,
But like with how good the Switch is selling right now, and how bad the shortage problems are with semiconductors in the market right now, it would make sense to maybe not do that right now. Because like there's already shortage problems with freaking every electronic in the world because of all the semiconductor shortages, and the Switch is still selling like hotcakes.
yeah.
So
I just found it hilarious. Nintendo put out their E3 thing and went, this is for software.
Yeah.
Don't come expecting hardware. This is just software, guys.
Apparently, there's been rumors that Nintendo's going to announce Mario Kart 9 during E3, and
I hope not.
I don't see it.
I hope so.
I want.
I would
a new
love
Mario
it.
Kart.
Yeah, I don't see
Well-
it, but I hope so.
I don't see it, but I want it.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I just got hit with a blue shell.
But you don't
And up now a
understand.
green shell. Now I'm in 4th place.
I've been playing that Mario Kart since 2014. I want a new one, or at least courses.
Yeah, fucking, we bought that game at launch.
Yeah.
What launch
And the
date, Mario
DLC.
Kart 8 homies. Yeah.
And the DLC.
Just
shoot,
if
bro.
we're
we
not
were-
getting Mario Kart 9, can we get a new set of tracks? You don't even have to come up with new ones. You could literally just go, all right, we got Luigi's Pinball, and we've got other old courses.
Want them to
Bro,
bring Waluigi's
we
pinball
weren't
back.
even there for the Mercedes crossover. Nobody
That's
was there
right.
for the Mercedes crossover.
For real.
It was us
We were
and like
there.
Gerard.
We were
and
there
Scott.
when Olimar released in Europe, and we were able to tap him in early because we did. We had the game and Olimar. When they don't-
I
that-
hate Cheeseland.
I hate cheese.
It's the problem.
Nintendo World reopens to the public, which is cool. I saw a video on Instagram today of like POV. You get to see Princess Peach having to leave the park to go take a shit, because it's literally like Princess Peach waving and like briskly walking away into like the cast area because like they come out for a few minutes and have to go away. Like, yeah, so that was a fun video to watch.
Definitely not having an issue here. Run.
Apex loading screens are going to be available on Twitch sometime soon, so keep an eye out for that if you're a Twitch Prime member.
I put more info on the Discord.
Sorry, I
We
didn't
have
check the
posted
script.
so many
There's
Among
so
Us
many
things.
Amogus nuggies.
Okay, so the Twitch event has started. Wait, it started on June 1st? Really?
Yeah.
We're talking about the background thing that you and I got, right, Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you not get it from me? How dare you?
No, we did.
Yeah.
You should have it.
You
Anyways,
gotta check your drops.
I did. So you have to watch a certain Twitch channel, right?
It's like 5 different ones that you can, and you just gotta watch an hour.
Yeah, so you watch one of the 5 Apex streamers that play Apex says you can watch. You watch them for an hour. You make sure you have drops enabled on your Twitch, and you will get access to the
And
things.
your things also gotta be linked
Yeah.
before you do it, or you'll glitch like Cooper's.
I got mine eventually though.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the first load screen. It has Valkyrie and
Horizon.
yes, thank you, because I don't know names. It ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then they'll
So,
switch it to
If you're
the
listening to this
second
podcast,
screen.
you can get the second one right now.
Yeah.
Although honestly, if you miss it, who cares? It's a loading screen.
Right.
It's like the least.
The cool
interesting
things are
drops
the
besides-
prime.
Yeah,
skins.
it's not a skin. It's not an emote. It's not a. It's like the same level as a quip. Like no one cares about quips. No one cares about loading screens.
Yeah, you won't. Depending on your computer, you're not even gonna see them.
Yeah. E3
I
registration
like Rate's new
information.
quip
Oh, sorry.
in the pass.
What did she
I
say?
I used to go by hope, but that's something you've lost.
You didn't even do the. I used to go by hope, but that's something you've lost.
Yeah, I forgot the
Go into the
weird
portal.
space
Go on the portal.
thing that they do.
I'm angsty and have a lot of bald skins for some reason. E3 registration information has leaked again through the Friend Finder system, which is a system that was set up so if you registered for E3, even though you don't have to, you can. And if you do, you can use the Friend Finder system to look up literally anybody else's information regardless of your status of knowing them. So, yeah, don't register for E3. Don't do that.
No, do it. A lot of weirdos will be able to find you.
The
Wasn't
Sunset
this the same situation that?
Yeah, in 2019. Well, it's different, but they've had leaks like this before.
Last time it
and
was
they're
only
like,
for the media people, right?
I believe so. Like 2019 had a problem. They've had this problem several times before, and they're like, "It's just an accident." And it's like, no. You've had it too many times at this
You
point.
didn't fix your problem though.
Yeah, it's bad. Don't register for E3. Don't do that. The Sunset Overdrive Twitter account posted after 3 years, although it seems like it's just a joke about Ratchet and Clank, but it also could be...
PlayStation came out, or Insomniac did it, and they were like, "Yeah, it's nothing."
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
this
a time...
was like 2
there
days
was
ago.
a tiny rumor or something about, like, maybe Sunset Overdrive's coming to PlayStation, but seems like not, so... It happened, not really notable. So to finish up the show, a couple things. First, with E3 coming up, we didn't mention last week about the E3 predictions about potential Nintendo Switch Online game updates or new systems. Do you think that we could possibly get N64 or something, or Game Boy now?
If they were gonna do one, it would be the original Game Boy, not color games, just
Game Boy.
yeah.
And it won't have Pokemon on it.
Well,
I mean,
those are color games, right?
um,
Not the originals.
The originals
Never
are
mind.
not.
Yeah, red, blue, and yellow or yellow might. No, yellow's not color.
They all have color built into them. So red, blue, yellow, gold, and silver are not Game Boy Color games. They're Game Boy games.
Crystal is the
Crystal,
first one.
yeah, Crystal's the only Game Boy Color game. So, but gold and silver were made more with the Game Boy Color in mind, because like they could be played on the original Game Boy, but they had specific palettes programmed in for the Game Boy Color.
That's what I was thinking of.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they're not there at launch anyway, because SNES launched without Donkey Kong Country, which is like one of the staple SNES games. So I would totally not be shocked if they launched Game Boy without Pokemon, because Nintendo freaking sucks with SNES so crap.
And this would be
they still sell Red and Blue on Virtual Console on 3DS.
Also, Gen 2.
Yeah.
This would be more Pokemon Company though, and I could see them being like, no, don't do anything, because then we have to do something about, like we have to connect it.
But they've
we
already
don't like
got the code for that. They've
we
already
don't like
done it.
doing
They're
this stuff.
lazy.
Oh my god, I'm
I know your argument, and you're right.
no, not
but
that. No, I'm ranting about Mario Kart now.
Oh,
I'm on Cheese Land again. That's all you need to know.
I just bring on the GameCube. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
No,
2021, bro.
nope, that won't
Look,
happen.
we've
They
seen-
can easily just remake the games and sell them for that one. They
Hear me
won't
out.
do that one.
They
As far as they'll go is probably N64
They did DS.
on main consoles,
They did
where they
DS.
sold it for money.
Yeah.
GameCube, they can just port it.
port the DS games. They're on the Wii U.
Have you looked at them on the Wii U? I know
You looked
I
at a
own
Wii U?
some. Mail.
Yeah, this really devolved quickly into Nintendo's kind of annoying sometimes.
Sometimes.
This much.
The only company that I think doesn't listen to their fans more is like Wizards of the Coast.
EA.
Yeah. Well, no, EA doesn't have fans anymore. That's the thing.
Haha. You see, I was gonna say Ubisoft, but I didn't for that same reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
But-
don't either.
the problem is a lot of people's complaints about Nintendo not listening to their fans are, why aren't you porting it to PC?
Why don't you want to do the thing that we have said we will buy that will make your company money, that is easy for you to do? Every time we get hyped about it, you have to disappoint us. And the hype shows that we would pay for it. Why don't you do this?
I rewatched the Scott the Woz video on Virtual Console earlier today, and he was like, "Why did they re-release Mario 3 on Wii U in 2014? And also it got delayed." He was like, "Mario, how the hell did Mario 3 get delayed in 2013?" And then freaking Pokemon Crystal was on the Virtual Console on the 3DS 2018, bro.
Mm-hmm.
2018.
The 3DS was dead.
That's how long it takes, man. Come on.
Look, they
Bad.
put in a whole hour of effort into porting.
Dumping the ROM onto the game.
No, look, it wasn't just dumping the ROM. Excuse you. They had to implement the exact same technology they used to transport the red, blue, and yellow Pokemon to Gen 7, and port that into Gen 2 so they could do it again.
God.
Pokemon.
The other finishing topic I thought would be interesting is this was kind of hot news recently. So when the new God of War and Gran Turismo 7 and some other games were first announced, they were shown to be PS5 exclusive games, and now it's come out that that is no longer the case and that PS4 versions will also be available. And a lot of PS5 fans are kind of upset about that.
Oh no, this
whatever.
console that only a few people can get?
Well, the problem is when you make things cross-platform, either
It delays it.
well, not just that, but either the PS4 game is going to suck, or the PS5 game is not going to be a PS5 game. It's just going to be a PS4 game. This is the problem with cross-gen. Either one of them sucks, or one of them is like doesn't take advantage of the new hardware. It just exists. So either Gran Turismo 7.
Wait, but Breath of the Wild
Breath-
doesn't fall under that one.
It kind of does.
They just took
They
out
gimped-
what would
they
have made
gimped the
it
Wii U
read.
version.
But that's not the new one. So it
But
doesn't.
The Wii U
but
version
they gimped
sucks.
the Wii U-
The frame rates are
they
even
gimped the-
worse, and the
The
loading
one
times
cool
are worse.
feature it had, they gimped because they went, this will make it look like the better version. It's the Wii U. 5 people own it. And one of them is Scott the Woz 5 times.
And like Twilight Princess, like it was fine, but it didn't take advantage of the Wii. Now, granted, the Wii is just a GameCube, but like same thing there. Fucking so many PS3, PS4 games or whatever. Either the PS3 game was this was mostly from the previous gen. I remember buying a couple games for my 360 where they came with a game disc and an install disc. That's how you know that game was not made for that console. It just sucked for the previous gen. So the problem is now either you have a whole bunch of PS4 owners buying these games that's gonna suck. The graphics are gonna look terrible. The loading times are gonna be immense, and the frame rate's gonna be garbage. Or you're gonna get a game that is just a PS4 game. So what's the point of buying the PS5 version if it's just the same thing? The whole reason I was excited about Gran Turismo 7 was for ray tracing. So either they stick with that and they make a PS5 game and then chop off a bunch of crap to make it a terrible PS4 game, or they just make it into a PS4 game and then sell a PS5 version that's pretty much the same thing. Like, what's a good example of this? Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Why would you buy the PS5 version of that?
No.
Exactly. You would buy the PS4 version, or you'd buy any other version because it's all the same thing. Like, there's nothing special about. Like, why would you buy the PS5 version? There's no reason. It's the same kind of thing with that. So I kind of don't like it. But like, then again, if they make it a really good PS5 game and the PS4 version sucks, that doesn't really affect me. I think that's a poor business practice, and I don't like that they do that. But if they did end up doing that, if they do end up doing that, then I mean, like, at least it doesn't affect me. But that's also kind of saying, like, if I throw my garbage into the ocean, it doesn't affect me. Like, it affects somebody, right?
Yeah, down the line.
Yeah. Also, they shouldn't have promised. The problem is they promised. They told us it was going to be PS5 exclusive, and that turns out not to be. And if you just didn't do that, because they said when the PS5 was coming out, they're going to keep supporting the PS4, and there's going to be a lot of cross-platform games for like a couple
some
years.
of the games shouldn't be cross-platform. Not to push the PS5, but just because, depending on what you're trying to do, like Ratchet and Clank, imagine trying to have exactly what they're promising with Ratchet and Clank, but on PS4.
Bad.
Yeah.
I just really hope these games aren't gimped on PS5. Like, especially Gran Turismo. I also very much have a soft spot for Gran Turismo 7. I've really been wanting that game. And I guess it makes sense now that it got delayed. Like, they just said they were going to make it a better experience, but no, it's because they want to make it for PlayStation 4.
Grant, you forget what the world runs on. Money.
But why are you making money this way?
Because everybody owns a PS4.
And nobody owns a PS5.
You know who this is the scalper's fault.
True.
At least double the number of PS5s would be in people's hands if scalpers weren't a thing. I'm pretty sure. So
Maybe it would be a good thing if they moved on to Amogus Nuggets.
Right?
Sacrifice the nuggets.
Okay.
I'm sorry, McDonald's.
I can deal with Big Macs not existing for a year if, like, you know,
Everything
consoles
else
are cheaper.
stabilizes.
Yeah. Can I have my card games back, please?
Do you guys remember all those viral videos from the Szechuan sauce a couple years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, people getting
That's
up
how
on the
I
counter and
imagine,
screaming.
like, if some big influencer, maybe Jake Paul, goes and hypes up the Among Us nuggets, I could see that resurfacing. Just
Me the nuggets.
give me the nuggets. Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I just had the idea of a Jake Paul meal popped into my head, and now I kind
You
of
know
want to
what?
blow up the McDonald's that's close to my house.
You know what? It might finally explain why that guy wanted McDonald's to. He was trying to rob them from their nuggets. He wanted the
You wanted the
nuggets.
nuggets early.
Bro, imagine trying to sell an uncooked Among Us nugget. It would probably sell for double.
Look, someone sold a burnt one, guys, for $350. It doesn't even look like Among Us.
It looks
it's
like
just
Among
a
Us
burnt
because someone
nugget.
drew Among Us on it.
It's just a burnt nugget. Like,
They took a blowtorch or not a blowtorch, a little I
Blowtorch.
mean, yeah, sure.
a little
Why
blowtorch.
not? The little to start fires.
A blowtorch.
No.
A little one for little cake.
What? A match? A lighter?
Yeah, lighter, but it's not like the little flippy ones like Zippo. It's like
A blowtorch.
sure. Hold on.
We get the point. They took fire
Yeah.
and pointed it on the nugget.
Right, and burn it right there to make it look like
Among Us.
yeah.
You can buy a Switch for how much they spent on a nugget.
I love the title.
Let them
Parentheses,
waste
rare
their money.
BTS meal Among Us face nugget with BTS sauce and extra boot nugget.
No.
Okay.
10
fine,
out of
they
10 title.
2 nuggets. That's a lighter.
That is a lighter. What?
Okay, I'm gonna explain. This is what I think of when I think of lighter, and I didn't realize they were both just called lighters.
Yeah, everything's called a lighter.
Alex is offline.
Come on.
Okay.
You're supposed to be playing Apex, not posting memes
All right,
about me.
all right. This is kind of going
All right,
off the rails. So we're gonna end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize for way
All
too
the
much
tangents.
Among Us. Just that was 500%.
Half an hour about Among Us.
Yeah, that's half an hour more Among Us than we need on the show, and I apologize for that. We thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Time. YouTube.com/StormwindGames, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We thank you so much for listening. Please leave a comment on the YouTube video. Let us know what you think about Among Us Nuggets
Nugget.
and
Selling
Jake
for
Paul's
lots of money.
scalped Pokemon card. And
Probably fake.
yeah, and also why Nintendo is stupid about Nintendo Switch Online. And we will see you next week multiple times for E3. And we hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for listening. I said that like 5 times. Goodbye.
Bye.
I